World War II had just ended. The Third Reich was in ruins, but a new conflict was already brewing: the Cold War. As the Allies picked through the wreckage of Nazi Germany, they discovered something chilling and tempting. Germany wasn't just building bombs. It had been developing rockets, jets, nerve gas, and advanced technologies far ahead of their time. The US knew it couldn't afford to let that knowledge fall into Soviet hands, so it launched Operation Paperclip, a secret mission to recruit Nazi scientists and bring them to America. What followed was one of the most ethically complicated chapters in American history. Between 1945 and the early 1950s, more than 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians were smuggled into the United States, many with questionable pasts. Their expertise was undeniable. Some had worked directly under Hitler. Others helped create the V-2 rocket, the world's first long-range guided ballistic missile. The most famous recruit? Wernher von Braun, the father of Nazi rocketry, and later, the architect of the Saturn V rocket that sent Americans to the moon. These men didn't just contribute, they shaped the foundations of NASA, the US Air Force, and Cold War military technology. And most Americans had no idea it was happening. Here's the problem. Many of these scientists were former members of the Nazi Party, the SS, or had direct ties to war crimes, including the use of slave labor from concentration camps. To make their immigration legal and avoid public backlash, the US government altered or erased parts of their records. Nazi affiliations were downplayed, and ethical red flags were ignored. The justification? If the US didn't act, the Soviets would. It was a race for power, not justice. And in that race, morality took a back seat. Operation Paperclip left a legacy that's still felt today. On one hand, it led to incredible scientific achievements: intercontinental missiles, early space exploration, and the moon landing. On the other hand, it sparked decades of debate. Was it worth giving war criminals a second chance for the sake of progress? Should national security trump accountability? Some of these scientists lived the rest of their lives comfortably in the US, celebrated as pioneers, while their pasts were quietly buried under redacted files. Operation Paperclip wasn't just a scientific program. It was a deal with the devil, a calculated decision to trade justice for knowledge, truth for secrecy. It challenges us to think about the price of progress. How far should we go in the name of national interest? Can the ends over truly justify the means? In the shadows of victory, America made a choice, and the echoes of that choice still shape our future.